live, the home of the Miami Heat, American Airlines Arena in downtown Miami, Florida. Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche La NBA, an annual tradition in the NBA celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. And with the road trip approaching, the Heat will play their final game of their homestand.
Well, I tell you what, so hard trying to corral talent. He's got excellent strength, good feet, good hands, and he's got a will to score the ball that you've got to appreciate.
And Davis sends it back. On the wing, Winslow. Off target from outside. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Miami. Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
He's known as more steady than flashy, but that was a sensational pass by Conley. He can get fancy when he needs to.
Outside, Davis. Back to Beal. Three-pointer. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Beal's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
And Bradley Beal earning that first All-Star nod in 2018. A top 20 scorer. He can hurt you from just about anywhere on the court.
Tipped away to the middle. And it's the Mavericks on the break.
Showing determination inside. Towns absorbs the contact and gets the whistle.
He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip.
And he's putting together a solid year at the free throw line, 79% overall.
I think it's been a struggle for him at the line. He's been scuffling this season. I mean, he's pretty well below the percentage that he shot a season ago, and not quite sure why.
And Beal just turned 25. Have we seen his best, or do you think he can take his game to even another level?
I think the key is going to be him staying healthy. Injuries have kind of plagued him early in his career. With health, he'll be able to refine his game and fortify his defense and expand that offensive repertoire.
Pass to Towns. To the middle. Here's Davis. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Working the in-between area, the kind of look that can get you into a rhythm early.
Yeah, and I think all credit goes to that being just good offense. I mean, those are the kind of shots they want, and they got them.
And great effort on the boards, and what a mean that was, Gary. You just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around, over, or through you to get to the pumpkin. Well, you want to talk about the smoothest players in the league? You can't forget about Chris Middleton. I mean, he's not a blow-you-away athlete, but he has really good length and a sweet stroke, and he can get his shot off anytime.
Here's Beal, and Thompson sends it back. The Heat trailed by 3. Pass to Harris, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Yeah, refusing to give up anything easy. Solid defense, and I like that attitude.
And the call will be against Harris. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Pass to Davis. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3. And you look at Chris Middleton, Clark. What doesn't he do well?
You know, there's not much. He does a little bit of everything well. He's a smart, versatile defender. He can command the double team with his scoring and punish the double team with his passing as well. He can hurt you a lot of different ways, Kevin.
And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
There's Winslow, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Winslow's got his first points of the game. And Harrell slams it in.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Here's Beal. Davis in the corner. Beal trying to break loose. And Davis gets it to go. Davis has got 6. To the paint. Here's Middleton. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Man, I tell you what, Middleton does a nice job using his length inside. You know, when he gets in a good spot, he's a high percentage shooter from there.
And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Winslow with it. Now guarded by Harrell. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. Mavericks leading by 4. Right side Towns. Pass to Zubats. With the putback. And it's Towns on the follow. Towns has got his second basket of the game.
Hey, I tell you what, I've got a 39-inch shirt sleeve. Karl Anthony Towns has to be north of 40, and with that reach, you can see why he snatches up those rebounds.
And here is Beal. Pass to Towns. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The Heat trail by 6. Inside. Here's Harrell. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
Inside. Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Tremendous combination of power and finesse there. I mean, once Towns gets to the rim, it's a wrap.
For 3, Harris. Pass to Winslow. Beal gets a wide open look. Now here's Zubats. Got it off in time. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And money to end the quarter there with the triple.
They knew exactly what they wanted to do right there, Greg, and the timing was right on time.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Mavericks lead by 9. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from.
Fellas, the rebounding has been very strong. Excellent so far. Putbacks are very valuable, and they're getting some.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Who's watching here?
Pass to Kuzminskas. Now here's Jones, defended by Towns. Down low. Here's LeVert. And the layup falls. LeVert's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Heat. We know star power is critical, Clark, but when you look at the great bench players, what distinguishes them in your estimation?
A couple of things, Kevin, when you talk about outstanding role players. One is not only do they accept their role, they embrace it. They thrive in it. They really relish it. It could be impacting the game defensively or impacting it with energy and offensive rebound. Sometimes it's a designated scorer who comes off the bench to just inject offense. Lou Williams as a sixth man.
Sure.
Vinnie Johnson when he was with the Pistons. I mean, there are a number of guys. John Havlicek, his great Hall of Fame career was pretty much started as a sixth man. So a number, Kevin McHale and so forth. You can go down the list, but they impact the outcome with some aspect or aspects of their game, which is awesome to see.
Now here's Fultz. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Shot clock at 2. And the basket by Isaac.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And here are the Mavericks now, following the score by Miami. Here's Zubac. And he uses the glass on the layup. Zubac has got the lead up to 11 now for the Mavs.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Substitution for the Mavericks.
And Jonathan Isaac making progress, but he was drafted knowing he had a lot of work to do.
Yeah, and you really shouldn't try and compare Isaac to the rest of his draft class. He's going to be on a different timeline as far as his development goes. Might take longer for him to be ready, but the payoff, man, could be huge as his ceiling is really high.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Towns. 5 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Towns has got 5 points in the quarter.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
To the paint. It's stolen by Jerebko. Here's Isaac. And he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, he's going to flush it every time when he's that close to the rim. You can't allow him to get that kind of position.
And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. So it's Miami now. 15-point game. Plumlee with it. Now guarded by Fultz. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That's foul number 2 for him. Dallas making a switch here. Here's Lynn. To the inside. Plumlee. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. To the paint. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And, you know, defensively, you have to try something different. I mean, Towns has been lighting you up all night.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Bradley Beal became a first-time All-Star in 2018, but he knows the next step, becoming a better leader. He said, sometimes I can be nonchalant, locked into myself and not saying anything. It's just my personality. And as a leader, you can't be that way. You have to encourage your teammates and don't be afraid to say things. Don't be afraid to be a leader. Kevin?
Good story, DA. Thank you.
And, you know, we've seen what Rick Carlisle can do on the court. He's a former coach of the year in the league and led the Mavs to a championship back in 2011. But his off-the-court talents are also very impressive.
Pass to LeVert. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
David West.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Here's Lynn. And the rejection by Towns. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Markelle Fultz. The Heat shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Harrell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
That's his first personal foul.
No good on the free throw.
2.
And the second free throw, good. 36 seconds left to play here in the half. Outside, Beal. .23 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Good on the bucket. And the Mavericks lead by 18.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Here's West. Here's Davis. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. From deep three-point range, the shot, no good. It's been all about Karl Anthony. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Dallas leading by 20. Outside, Davis. On the wing, Winslow. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
In for your Heat, Jeremy Lin.
Outside, Towns. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Davis with the second effort. And it's good on the layup. Davis has got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Mavs. Lynn looking it over. He trains the quick shot.
Yeah, and, you know, Lynn is a smooth operator in the pick and roll, guys. Passing, shooting. He usually makes the right call.
Now here's Winslow. There's Beal with the 3. Thompson with the rebound. Clark, when you played, you were dominant inside. Are you surprised at how perimeter-oriented the game now has evolved into?
No, not really, Kevin, because of the three-point line and what it means. The game was created as a game of putting the ball in the basket. Initially, it was by getting the ball as close as you could to the basket with big guys or drives, and now with the three-point line, the shooting has become a premium, and it's really one of the great elements of the game for me, and I love the way folks are playing it now.
Defensive rules have sure made a big difference in this game, haven't they?
Yeah, great point. Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
Here's Bagley. Misses off the left iron.
And, you know, 1 for 4, not a good start. I mean, they got to play with a little more energy this half.
And it goes down 2 points. And it's 13 points for Montrezl Harrell.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Here's Winslow. And just miss after miss right now.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Now here's Lynn. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Harrell, that's good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Dallas moving it around. Count it. And that's 12 points for Davis.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by Miami.
Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Thompson. Lobbed up there for Thompson. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And the awareness from Lynn, outstanding. A true point guard who really sees the floor well.
Outside, Beal. Pass to Bagley. Now Winslow. And it's Beal in the corner. Now Bagley. 6 to shoot. The second chance effort. He lays it in. Bagley's got his first bucket of the night.
And he's just an attacking player. A guy who doesn't mind a little contact. Bagley there with a strong finish.
Timeout called, the Heat.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Yeah, there's no reason why they should be scoring at will down there easily as they have. I mean, they've got to be more aggressive inside.
And here are the Heat now. They're on a 13-4 run. Outside Thomas. Lets it go from deep. Mavericks with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And there's the call on James Ennis. That's his first foul. Now here's Livingston. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Hey, he's probably never going to be known as a stopper out there, but he does make the effort, which you got to give him credit for that.
And Sean Livingston, one of the most unique players in the league, Greg.
6'7" point guard who excels hitting turnaround jumpers in the post. A bouncy finisher around the rim, a versatile defender, and really a cagey playmaker. No one else like him in our league.
Here's Jones. Off target at the rim.
Boy, the defense did an awesome job there, Kevin. Big time work. Really distracting them, throwing off the shot. That's how you do it on D.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half.
Now here's Thomas. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
For Miami, they have shot 67% from the line, going 6 of 9. And he sinks the second. Mavericks leading by 16. 1:19 left in the third quarter. Here's Livingston to the inside. Plumlee with the steal. Here's LeVert. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
I mean, look, no one guarding you. It's better to not pull up and try to lead. And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
Here's Thomas. Again, the Heat good for two.
And you know what? This is an area where Isaiah Thomas is lethal. He's got great feel and touch from the mid-range.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Stevenson. Miami grabs the miss.
Boy, Kevin, he just clanked that one. I mean, surprising because the defense wasn't really in the picture.
Here's Isaac. Inside. Here's Zubats. But they recover it. 1 second left. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Great awareness of the clock to end the quarter.
That's just really good clock management there. I mean, that's how you close a quarter.
And so it's Dallas with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The Heat trail by 14. Pass to LeVert. And the rejection by Zubats. The shot's good from Plumlee.
What a move. He saw a window on the other side of the rim and whipped it around for the immaculate reverse.
Inside. No good from Zubats. And so Thomas will bring it up for the Heat. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Over to the left wing. 5 to shoot. That cuts the lead to single digits.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
And the shot goes in. And the Mavericks lead by 11.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Yeah, and you can tell they feel like they can get inside whenever they want to. I mean, it's been carte blanche, full menu for them, and the defense really not offering any resistance.
Pass to Ennis. Back to Kuzminskis. It's good, the assist that time from Ennis.
And guys on defense gasping for air at this point.
Well, I'll tell you what, Greg, what can they do? I mean, nobody can miss a shot. I mean, these guys are bringing it on offense right now.
Plumlee with it. He's covered by Livingston. Back to Thomas. To the middle. Pass to Kuzminskis. And the rejection by Towns.
A tremendous shot blocker in college, Kevin. Towns has packed that part of his game and brought it with him to the next level.
Now a timeout called by Miami. Clark, these days, less emphasis on divisional rivalries, more emphasis, it seems, on conference rivalries. You reading that the same way?
Yeah, I am, and I think part of it is because winning your division doesn't necessarily affect your playoff seeding the way it used to. And I think if we get rid of conferences, the rivalries could shift again. So I've already laid out my position on conferences. Let's stay East and West.
The Heat making a switch here. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. He is not happy with the turnovers. He said, we have got to get some shots. It's as simple as that, guys. Play smart and value the basketball. We'll see if the message sunk in, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Count that one.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter.
Really like the quick decision-making of Fultz there, Kevin. Excellent at surveying the floor for the open teammate.
And it's Conley penetrating. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Down low. Here's Kuzminskis. He doesn't hit that one. Towns with the defensive effort. Here's Beal. Pass to Fultz. And it's Bagley in the corner. Wants to get it to Zubac, and does. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. And the Heat call time here.
Well, the 2016 Rookie of the Year, Karl Anthony Towns, a.k.a. Cat. Only the 5th player to win that award unanimously. And by the way, in year 2, he set the Timberwolves franchise record for scoring in a season.
Both teams will make substitutions. To the left wing. Shot clock at 6. Outside, Davis. Over Thompson. And the shot no good, a bit short. And you talk about Towns' sophomore year. He became the first player, Clark, in NBA history to record 2,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, and 100 three-pointers in a single season.
Wow, that is impressive, boy. But his shooting ability, for his size, remarkable. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me before his career is done, Kevin, if he joins Dirk Nowitzki as the only 7-footers in the 50-40-90 club. 50% two-point field goals, 40% or better from 3, and 90% from the line.
And it's Harrell missing. And there's the call on Tobias Harris. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Now here's Beal. Pass to Towns. To the paint. Here's Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Outstanding vision plus the height of Towns allows him to see over defenders.
Here's Harrell. To the paint. And the rejection by Towns.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Mavericks.
Their inside game was what secured them to win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their 2nd and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in the 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Davis.
Tell you what, this guy worked his behind off on both ends of the floor. He was really an intimidating presence out there.
And Harrell slams it in.
And guys, you got to ask, where was this effort when it mattered? The game's over now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, frustrating to say the least. I mean, don't even know why they're trying anymore. This one is a wrap.
Pass to Davis. Bagley. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. And the Mavericks lead by 19. Harrell with it. Down low. And the rejection by Towns. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. And that one misses.
And Karl Anthony Towns, one of the most prolific three-point shooters in the league, at least top 3 amongst all 7-footers. And his three-point percentage, elite as well, over 40%.
Pass to Thompson. Back to Harrell. It's stolen by Bagley. Here's Beal. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they control